Welcome to the Competent Idiots Podcast, Season 2, Chapter 1, Episode 55. I mean, today we got, obviously, the most comfy man to existence, Barry. We got
the hunter of achievements.
Yeah, no, it's Haunter.
The haunter of achievements.
Yeah. And we got Mr. Stretchy Boy Flesh, Dalton Vance.
Stretchy Boy Flesh.
Yeah, not fresh. He's not fresh. He's flesh.
Yeah, Stretchy Boy Flesh. It is spooky season, motherfucker.
Yeah, woo. Probably isn't it like this will probably be like the fucking week after Halloween.
This is probably gonna be.
I think it is.
Let's see here.
What's
Or
dropping?
is this Halloween?
No, this one is a Halloween one.
Happy Halloween! I'm dressed up as a homeless man.
Happy Halloweeners. Halloweeners. Spooky skeleton.
You should do that this year. Instead of handing out candy, hand out hot dogs and say Happy Halloweeners.
Dude, like, we're gross.
Something you would do. Come on.
You already seen those pictures of like the bowl of scrambled eggs, right?
I have not.
Yeah.
Bowl of scrambled eggs?
What?
Instead of like
Who's
a
doing
bowl of
that?
candy, it was just a bowl of scrambled eggs.
Yo, I'm signing me up.
I'm trying to think of the other one. The other one was super funny.
Bowl of scrambled eggs.
It's just dumb shit. That like bags of Sprite. It's like take one bag of Sprite.
It's like a Ziploc baggie full of Sprite with a straw.
Yeah, dude. Fucking great. No, they didn't even give you a straw, bro. Like you got to bite the corner off.
Dude,
Like one
would
of
you
those.
trust a stranger that gives you a Ziploc bag of clear liquid that just says, here's some Sprite, dog?
Yeah.
No.
Dude, good on you.
No
Got to stay
fucking-
hydrated out there while you're getting all them cannies.
Here's a Home Depot bucket, 5-gallon full of Coca-Cola. Dip your head.
Dude, that's what you should do. Just have like a bobbing for apples and an unknown substance.
Oh.
Didn't we try that? Oh, we're going to do bobbing for butt plugs.
Oh, yeah.
mean,
Did
never
we
did
do
that.
bobbing for apples or some shit at one point?
You did it at a party
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Long
Was it
time
our
ago.
party?
Yeah.
Galaxy, close to here.
Yep. It was like one of I think it was the big Halloween party, the one where shit got a little wild.
Oh, the one where those Urban Explorers were on your roof?
No, that was 4th of July, wasn't it?
4th of July, yeah.
4th of July? No.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
4th of
was.
July was the one with the Urban Explorers on the rooftop.
Because we were
I thought.
cooking and shit
Yeah, because
for a while.
Or
And
no,
it was super
No,
fucking
it was
hot.
Halloween
that was
because they were
Halloween because Clark
No
passed
way.
out and peed on Ben.
Yeah, and
The
they were
same
urban.
night.
They literally told us they were Urban Explorers.
Because Tom and Marlo went out there and yelled at him. Remember? Because Clark was sick and
Or was-
everything.
Yeah, you're
And
probably right.
you went to get me some shorts because I had pee pants.
Yeah.
4th of July.
Maybe the 4th of July one is where I kicked my old car door in.
And that's
Yes.
when they did
Nice.
never mind. I'm mixing both those up.
I don't know. We've had a
The
lot
biggest
of parties.
craziest one was Halloween.
Yeah, 100%.
Because that was the same time where shot roulette happened. People were chasing people around the house, like following their every whim. The girl poured beer in the heart.
Oh, the heart
That was all
sculpture.
Halloween.
Yeah, that got rowdy.
Because Clark was freaking,
Bro, you used to have some fucking buck nasty parties.
dude, you
Dude,
did.
I fucking miss it.
Jamie Lannister, that's what he was when he peed on you.
Yeah. That's who he was supposed to be?
Yeah, he had his own hand around his neck and he was drinking
Oh, that's
wine
right.
in the can. He finished an entire wine bottle to himself.
And he was sitting down forever, and
And
then
then
he
he-
got up.
He's like, I might throw up. So he got up and he's like, the bathroom was full. So he went out. He's like, I gotta go outside. And then as soon as a cold air
The
hit
breeze
him,
hit him, yeah.
he
dropped
immediately collapsed.
Just
like a bag of bricks, brother.
good night.
And then luckily we had 7 registered nurses there.
I was one of them.
Ben got peed on.
I'm the guy registered to get his pissed all over.
When he woke up the next morning, we were all clapping for him. Fucking Clark was like, good food.
Oh,
He's alive. Fucking amazing.
That kid, he's never really, I know if he's never really drank the same after that night.
I think that's the hardest I've seen Clark party it up.
He used to go,
It was amazing.
Dude, we used to just sit there, game or hang out and just get fucking drunk. And that was it. That was our night. We'd either be gaming, watching something,
So fun.
drinking like a motherfucker, and then pass out, wake up the next day, do the same thing.
Fuck yeah.
One time me and Dom finished an entire like 175 of Fireball. We started at like 11 something that night because he was cooking at
You started drinking at that time?
yeah, because I got off work
That
from
late?
welding and I was second shift, so I didn't even get off until like 10:30. And then he was closing up shop
No.
cooking. And he got over to his place and I was already there and we started drinking. And dude, we just played like Super Smash Bros.
Right.
All fucking night. And like that was like right when they came out with you could build your own course or whatever. So we just like built courses all night.
Yeah.
And finally passed out at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. And I slept on the couch and I was just fucking mouth breathing like an asshole. And Mick, I guess, walked out of their room and it just reeked like alcohol in the house. Like sleeping dude alcohol. Like it was just pouring out of me. It was so gross. I felt like poop.
Dude, I just remember back in college, my roommate Brady, you've all met Brady. I believe you've even met Brady, right? You
I
haven't
don't
met
think
Brady?
so.
He's about a 6'3", 6'4" man that's just a big boy, big tank.
Just a
And
big tank. Big teddy
he
bear
would
tank.
go fucking hard. And he would just drink. And he could do a liter to himself in a night, no problem. But
oh my God.
he would for a normal leader, because our night would be like you pregame,
Mhm.
go to the hockey game, then you party. His pregame would be hanging out and everything, and right before we go, he'd slam a half. I'm not kidding, slam like chug half of a liter of Captain. Then he'd go to the game, and then afterwards he'd chug the other half.
Oh.
But on his birthday, we got 175 for him. He woke up in a bathtub.
Damn.
He's a big boy. He's sitting there. This is how he described.
He didn't wake up with the bathtub in him.
Right? Like he was sitting there. He's like, he described himself as in a coffin, and he woke up and he just went like T-Rex arms, just I can't move, like sore as can be.
That would have been
Yeah.
fucking awful.
I left him that night. He stayed at the place we were partying at. That happened quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm not much of a partier, so I don't have too many stories, but that sounds fucking
Dude, I got
awful.
for when it comes to Bemidji, those were parties that's where stories are just bred.
Mhm.
I mean, there was a night where we got drunk and decided we had a 2-story house with a porch, 3-season porch.
Mhm.
And we would sit there and go, we could do cool things with this. The first summer we were there, we were on the rooftop of the 3-season, and the people before us left all their shit behind. So there was literally a giant AC unit sitting on a stump in our front yard. So we made a game
Nice
out of it.
guys.
Drink on the rooftop, your empties, you just throw off the roof. You can't see where this thing is at. If you hit it, because you could hear it, you get a point.
Yep.
If you land on it, you get 2 or 3 points. And we'd mark with permanent marker on the siding up there.
God.
And
Permanent mark.
Dickheads.
dude,
Oh, no.
some of these college houses, like for one of the real estate agents was saying that like owned it, the landlord. He was like, he warned them right away. This is the year I moved back. He goes, because they're on a lake, really nice property, really shitty house. And he goes, you guys ever have a fire? You call me first. Do not call the fire department first. You call me first. I'll show up. I'll bring a case. We'll finish the case, watch it burn to the studs.
Oh
Then we call
my
him.
God.
Because all he wants to do is build on the property.
Yeah.
Like all these houses
Fair
were
enough.
so run down because they're college kids.
Yep.
So ours, we played that game. Great time. There was a one point we were outside and a parade came by and they started hucking candy at us. We got pelted with like Jolly Ranchers and everything. We're
Dude,
pissed at the
nice.
same time, super happy. Because what was it? I think it was Marlo or me. I can't remember which one. That was still inside when someone yelled, parade candy. Running. Oh, no, it was me because I was running and I started crawling because I kept falling because I was drunk as hell. And then when I got to the window, it was like a shotgun pellet spread of just candy and it just pegged me and I fell to the ground and I got out there. Oh, it was great.
Oh God.
But then when the winter came, we had the genius idea because someone Jordan went through a window down in the porch. And then he also broke a window in the kitchen up on the second floor. Almost fell out. But we were like, oh, fuck this porch anyways. We took all the snow in our yard. And we had a pretty big yard. Like all the snow we could find. And we just made this giant ramp from the ground to the top of the porch. And we go and we just jump out. It was like probably a couple feet away from the top. and we'd jump off with a Target brand snowboard, $10 snowboard, slip in your feet, my favorite type.
Oh yeah.
And you would try to ride it out, right? You do a trick or whatever. You just go off the roof and jump onto your landing ramp. And we're having a good time, but those things, just the feet don't really like to stay
there,
especially when you're wearing tennis shoes.
Yeah, and it's soft plastic.
My dumb ass goes off and it slipped. I try to do like a 180. My foot slips out. My foot goes straight through the ramp. My body keeps twisting. I thought I was going to lose my knee. Like I was literally like, and my reaction to pain most of the time is laughing.
Yeah.
So I'm just laying on the ground laughing my ass off, and then I can barely put any pressure on my leg, and I'm just like, well, I'm pretty sure I fucked up my entire life here.
Oh my God. Oh, that'll get you, man.
Dude.
That'll get you.
There's a sweet picture of our buddy feeding a rabbit beer through a beer bong. There's no beer in the actual thing, but people have always thought it, but it's like, he's just holding this cute little bunny. And then all you see in the background is one person holding up the fucking funnel and the tube, and then Andy's sitting there with the tube to the rabbit's mouth. We didn't give a shit up there.
No, you guys are reckless as fuck.
Yeah,
I wasn't there, but stories.
Throwing shit off the bridge on the trains, chairs, TVs, microwaves.
Dude, you guys sucked.
We played airsoft.
I never got reckless like that.
There was one night where things got really weird, where we're playing I brought my airsoft guns up, so we're playing airsoft around the neighborhood. Not a smart idea. But we're on the rooftop fucking shooting at each other. And then all of us being drunk, teenagers and some of us in our 20s, decided there's always this party down in, there's like a section of our neighborhood where a lot of natives lived. And it was very like, no one went around that area type of thing. And we got drunk and decided to follow the train tracks and go down to this junkyard area where they'd party.
Mm-hmm.
And we're at one point, we may have broken and entered into an abandoned building. That's to be said, but we had one, and maybe stole a chair from there. But we had one kid on top of the train, thought he was being sneaky, when I'm like, you do realize that's the only place that's lit in the area. So he was fucking dumb as hell. And then we snuck into the junkyard and we're like running across car lights and stuff, like trying to get closer and closer, not realizing like we're trespassing on private property and a business. And these people are probably going to fuck us up because they don't like people trespassing on their shit already.
Right.
We luckily got out of there after a couple people started screaming, thinking it's funny to scream and run. Yeah, I don't know. We like to put ourselves in situations.
You got some different types of friends, bro.
When we're drunk, we feel immune to everything. Completely invincible.
Until you get a fucking buckshot spanked right on the ass.
Hey, it's the only way we're going to learn,
the
right?
12 gauge, I guess. Yeah, when you're that young.
At some point, we decided to go bowling, and the losing team had to go jump in the lake naked.
Did you lose?
Yes.
Of course you did.
Very cold.
You tie a string on?
Nah.
Call
Let that thing disappear.
Kite?
Let the thing disappear completely.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you don't need it. Who needs a penis?
Yeah, we got wild. We got real fucking wild. People throwing up in air vents, you know.
Oh. You know what's funny is like you're the only one out of the three of us that like went to a real college, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like a
and
university.
I didn't even make it all the way through.
Nice, dude.
I tried a year of community college, but
I did a year of
community
tech
college.
I yeeted myself
school,
out of
but
there.
horrible. Like it's like extra classes, but no college experience.
Community college?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a little collegey here and there for experience, but to no degree of what a
like
college
the
was.
dorm life and stuff like that. The first experience of pure freedom was really cool, but man, you don't.
No,
you
I got to
get nothing done. I feel like it's too easy to just say fuck that. I'm not doing
God!
that.
And then I was working full time. That was fucking dog shit.
I was working full time and going for welding.
Fuck my.
It was DCTC, so I mean, it was like hanging out with like 1,000 Ted Nugents. You know,
the thing is, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Oh,
fucking like. Don't get me wrong, I made one really good friendship out of it, but it was like 1,000 Ted Nugents, bro.
Yikes! That doesn't sound fun at all.
Like the only cars that weren't lifted trucks were the nurses, the people that were going for nursing school.
Oh,
otherwise everything.
I can see it around there too. Just being in Rosemont too.
Yeah.
Shit.
There might have been like
Drugs.
25 people going for engineering that drove a smart car.
Fun fact: my stepdad actually ran the truck driving program at DCTC.
No shit.
Yeah, for a while, and then they forced him into retirement.
Yeah, probably deserved it or something.
Just
I think did they even get? I think they got rid of truck driving.
I think they might have.
They might,
but they do.
I think
They
so.
do the practice for the cops. So like they use that fucking raceway.
Oh yeah.
And they just spray it down with a bunch of water, and you get to watch the cop cars drift around. That's fucking sweet.
Yeah,
It was
that's
actually, I found out because after my first accident, well, I don't know if you knew this about me, but my first like 3 cars I couldn't keep for more than a year. It was a whole thing. But my mom was like, you should take some like defensive driving classes and stuff. Like, nah, it's fine. But I guess you can do all that. Like you bring your car and you fucking learn how to like
Correct.
properly do things on ice, water,
Mhm.
you know, different types of situations and stuff. Had no idea it was an actual thing.
Yeah, I guess I never really looked into that.
Because my first
That's
accident, black ice, fucking slid across that, got T-boned by a Chrysler fucking 300C type of shit
Nice.
at 30 miles an hour. It did a 540, landed in the other lane,
Dude, impressive.
right? Little Honda Civic didn't make it.
Couldn't do that if you tried.
And then what was it? That was right before I took a 90-degree turn at 80 miles an hour without my brakes.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
You know, it was right over here, 70th, when you go on to Sunnyville, whatever it is that goes in military, Sunny Drive.
Did your brakes blow?
Oh,
No, I just didn't use them.
You were just, let's see what happens.
Because I thought drifting was you just don't use your brakes and turn.
Oh no,
God.
no, buddy.
Yeah.
No, that's a lesson learned.
The fucking officer goes, and she rolled up on us. Oh, you're probably having your music too loud. You're distracted. I'm like, nah, it definitely wasn't it. She goes, oh, you're lying to me. I'm like, no, I can promise you. Put me up to a polygraph. That was not the reason.
Yeah.
The real reason was Marlo goes, you're going too fast, man. You're not gonna be able to make this.
And you went, yes, I will.
I
And it went
said-
faster.
I looked at him and I said, watch me.
God.
Guess who didn't make it?
Dude,
Oh,
you could have killed both of you.
Oh, there's 4 people in the car.
You could have killed all 4 of you
Could have.
for being an asshole.
But you also got to remember about the Berry Luck situation where only thing that broke was my headlight. And I got a scratch on my hood.
Dude, fuck you. Fuck you.
Mr. Rock as high as like halfway up my car by a good less than a foot. Missed a tree probably 2 feet in diameter
Mhm.
by about 6 inches. And all I did was hit some bushes.
Jesus Christ. I would have hit all of that.
Yeah. Dude, I was in the car with this dude, John Tui.
Oh, yeah.
And he had just bought this like a 99 Subaru. Dude, it's like, it was super weird. It was like a car that were like 50 of them were shipped out here. And it had sport mode. It was coupe. It was fucking weird.
Love sport mode.
Yeah. Well, we're fucking driving Highway 3, like going to Egan. And this dude, it's pissing rain, and he wanted to test out sport mode. He hit sport mode. We fucking fishtail right up. You know, it's like cliffs on both sides.
Mhm.
Or it's cliff on the one side, and then I think it kind of drops off to another cliff on the other side. And he fucking goes up, and they just cleared a bunch of trees. Like, so we got super lucky.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That day they were clearing trees out. So there's a fucking million stumps.
When he hit sport mode, did he turn to you and say it's all about family?
No, but the weird thing was we were having a conversation about like, it was a really fucking deep conversation for some reason about like when you get in a car accident, like depending on how bad it is, but like people die, right? And like, what if like, is their radio still playing? And like, what song do they have to listen to while they die?
Oh, weird.
It was a very weird conversation. And then he hit sport mode and we fucking fishtail and go up this embankment. And all you can fucking hear is every one of those tree stumps just smoking the bottom of his car.
Oh.
Spin, face the other direction. And the only thing that happened was his fucking radiator blew. Like it punctured. And I had to use my towing service to get his ass to back to my house.
Speaking of towing services, guess what towed me out of that ditch?
Geo Metro.
Because the cop said that she would not let me leave my car in neutral. She said, you have to be in reverse to help the truck pull you out. And I'm like, that's not how that works. And she goes, no,
No.
you have to. And she stood there watching me to make sure it's in reverse. And my friend, she brought her big old yellow truck to help pull me out. Couldn't get me
Tonka
out.
truck.
Couldn't get me out at all. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, of course not. But then the cop finally left. She's like, yeah, you just, we'll get a tow service. I'm like, no, I'll get it out. Don't worry. Just give me a minute. And she left. Stepdad rolls up. Lincoln Town Car.
Dude,
God.
those things fucking clap cheeks.
He hitches on, boom, boom, fucking
It's a fat V8 in there.
Yeah.
and just pulls me right the fuck out.
Dude, Lincolns,
Incredible.
man. Underrated.
The coolest
Well,
car.
old Lincolns.
Oh,
I've
Lincolns,
told you
yeah.
about that, right? The red shag interior, the entire thing. Fucking,
No.
he had disco balls up, everything. He loved that car.
Fuck, dude.
It
Those
was-
things have air ride.
Dude, that's why I practiced taking my test in, and then I took my test in a Honda Civic. You know how easy it was to parallel park? I didn't even have to do the go forward, back in. Literally, I
Yeah.
just pulled in
Oh,
because
shit.
it felt so small that I could just do it.
Yeah. Dude, that's so sick. I did mine in like a 2004 Dodge Neon, and like I don't know what happened from like the earlier years to that year, but the turning radius on that thing was like a fucking school bus. Like if you wanted to take
Neon?
if you wanted to take a
God.
90-degree turn, you had to start that turn 10 feet away from the actual fucking turn because it was like,
What the fuck?
and then you could go.
What did you take, Dalton, for your fucking driver's license?
I took the 2003 Kia Spectra I had.
Is that the one you kicked in?
Yeah. So it's super easy because the thing was like a
Go-kart.
go-kart.
Did you guys have to
dude.
take yours in the winter?
I
Yes.
did.
My birthday is December 14th.
Yeah,
for
'cause
anybody
I-
who wants to buy me a present.
Because I fucking failed because they had, was when I took, I think snow came down like the night
Did
of or
you go to
something.
Egan to take it too?
Yeah.
Idiot. I'm just kidding.
Which was fine. Because that's where I took my CDL too.
Okay.
But he had me go a left on a one road. So then it was another left, which was don't go a left because it was a one way. And the fucking sign was packed in snow. So I took a left onto a one way.
You
So
failed because of that?
Yeah. Well, he didn't fail me right away. So
They-
I went
they-
the wrong way to one way.
They won't fail you till the way end.
I know,
They'll
bunch
let
of
you know.
dickheads. So then we looped around and I should have known because he goes, come back to the exact same spot. We literally looped around and he goes, all right, what do we do here? And I should have said, little trickster guy. What I did last time was probably wrong. Oh,
Yeah.
what do I do? Let's take a left. So I took did the same thing. Took a wrong turn on the one way.
So
It's a bitch move.
That's
though.
what failed me. It's like, you fucking
you're
dickhead.
going to hate this. I also did Egan. And when I went, it was the only time in my high school or junior high lifespan that I got a snow day. And it was a halfway through the day. They called off school. That was the day I took my test.
Mm.
That same one way. Not supposed to take a left.
Yeah.
Sign completely covered. The lady goes, that's a one way, right? I'm like, oh, is it? I couldn't see a sign. And she goes, yeah, it's completely covered. Don't worry, I'm not going to dock you on that. But just so
Fucking
you know.
bitch.
And then we pulled around. She goes, and it's done. You passed your test.
Because I'm pretty sure that's
Damn.
because I'm pretty sure after it's like when he told me about failing and shit, I was
Yeah.
like, I couldn't even fucking read the sign.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna Gary. Whatever the
I
fuck
did
his
mine
name
at
was.
Hastings and I just
Asshole.
fucking drove I drove every single street on that bitch like 17 times. I think I spent like 2 hours out there and I was like, yeah. So we did it. Fucking nailed it every time.
Fucking nailed it. Yeah.
See, the key to those, and anyone that's, if for any reason you're watching this under the age of 16, for one, what the hell's wrong with you? But
But also thank you.
yes.
Also, thank you.
But maybe the reason why is when I first got in the car, I had my instructor laughing for a good 15 minutes during the pre-check.
Which is good.
Like,
if you
I
get them
had
kind
her-
of distracted.
Like, she's like, and put your seatbelt on. I'm like, all right. And I started putting it on towards, like, on her side. She goes, no, on your side. I'm like, oh, you meant my, okay, gotcha.
It honestly
know?
helps because when I did so I failed my driver's license the first time, passed the second, but my CDL I passed right away. And that's way more fucking in depth because you have to take this whole long ass pre-trip inspection,
Yep.
which is fucking outrageous.
I hate those.
It's so long and it's so in depth and there's so much shit. So you do that and then you do like the inside course like you normally would with your driver's license. And then after that, you got to drive outside the course. But Jeff's like, yeah, I could fucking, talk to the guy. If he's super nice and easy to talk to, get a conversation going, especially like, cause he's like, if you pass the inspection, you're going to do because he gave me the whole rundown because he obviously did it before I did.
Yep.
So he goes, if you leave the gates to go outside, you're good. Like you're most likely at that point you're passing.
Yeah, they're not going to let you
I was like,
leave if
sweet.
you're not.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So he goes, when you're on the road, just get him talking. Ask him if he's got kids and he's married and what he does outside of this and hobbies. Just so sure shit, we could fucking the road. The guy was super cool, which was nice. But I just had the whole time outside the gates of this place, just had a full blown conversation with this guy.
Damn.
And by the time he got, he was, oh shit, well, looks like we're done. And it was super civil. And he's like, all right. And then it was obviously I passed, but
I do the same
I
thing.
think it gets them like they don't focus on.
They're
shit they
focusing on the
normally would.
conversation, and
That's
they're
what
not.
I do to building inspectors.
Yeah, there you
Swear
go.
to God.
Well,
Like-
that's what happens when I get lost.
Yeah. You
Yeah, Rachel
literally
does the same thing.
you literally just like, dude, and a lot of those guys for whatever reason are big hockey dudes, dude, or sports in general.
You love sports.
I'm gonna
And
give
you
you a
know
hockey
me.
rundown, so then you can just like be like, yeah, no, totally, the Blackhawks, yeah.
well,
love 'em.
it's always like, oh, their kids play hockey, blah blah blah.
Oh,
Little
gotcha.
Jimmy plays for fucking Edina.
Gross.
You know,
Next
and he
time, look him right in the
sucks all
fucking
teachers'
eyes and call him a
dicks.
cake eater.
Yeah, call him a cake eater and punch
Say,
his kid
listen
in the
here, you
mouth.
cake eater. Do you need more cake?
and then pull out
Because they're
little
hornets.
cake.
Out of your pocket.
Yeah, no.
Just a mushy piece of fuck. Bro, you're a cake eater. Here.
Just lean over and show one cheek. You want some cake?
Some cake.
That'll get them to buy whatever you're selling.
You want some of this dump truck, dude?
Come on.
Everyone's got cake. Just depends on how much frosting's on it.
Gross.
Oh,
Chocolate frosting?
Well, whatever frosting you're feeling. Like for me, I got no frosting right now. I've been losing weight in my butt, so I just got some pound cake.
pound cake.
See what I did there?
That was good.
Are you looking for your cake to be pounded?
How dare you?
Or is it already pounded?
How dare you get sexual in this podcast? This is a very wholesome podcast. This is for PG
Oh yeah,
viewing
hallelujah,
only.
amen, Jeebus.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
As long as you mumble it, nobody knows anything.
Mumble rap.
Did I ever tell you guys about the? Because I'm just thinking about partying again. But
Full circle.
classic. That when I went to the Blink-182 and My Chemical Romance concert when I was like 18.
Nope, didn't
Did I tell
even
you
know you
about
went to any of those.
Oh my god! So it was when I worked at Holiday. So I was like 18. I'm pretty sure. That's when I started, and it wasn't. I didn't meet Rachel yet, so it had to been 18. Well, anyway, I was friends with two people that worked at Holiday. Got really close to those two guys, and so I used to party a lot with them. So then with these guys, I met like a bunch of people down. It was in Oakdale, so I met a lot of Oakdale friends. And there was this one girl. Her mom got like tickets for this concert through work, and she got like.
hell
It was something outrageous. It was like 10 or 12 fucking tickets. I didn't know what she did for work,
God damn.
but she reached out to all of us in like a group chat or whatever. She's like, hey, I got all these tickets. My mom she isn't going. She's just like, hey, take these and take whatever friends you want. You know, and then would you guys want to go? And we're like, oh, My Chemical Romance, Blink-182, sign me up.
Yeah, dude.
I was at like the XL or something. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm totally down for this. So we all get together, met up at somebody's house. I don't remember. But of course, we all fucking pre-gamed. I don't even remember how we got there. I don't think anybody drove. I think we Ubered. No.
Was it? I don't think Uber was.
It was
either.
like two. No, they weren't there yet. Yeah, Uber was
couple
definitely not around yet.
taxis.
Couple taxis. I think somebody sober cabbed.
Cabs are here.
Oh, yeah.
Cabs here,
Somebody sober cabbed. So we get there. Anyway, so we all pre-gamed. Besides the people who sober cabbed. No drinking or driving here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
And so
definitely.
I think there was one of us out of like the 10 or 12 that was like 21.
Yep.
So we're all not drinking age, obviously.
Don't drink if you're underage.
Don't drink if you're underage. It's
We
naughty,
do
naughty.
not condone.
And somebody or two people brought flasks. So we were in a suite.
Damn.
It was like sweet. It was fucking dope.
God. I've never been in a suite.
And so I don't even know how we got away with sipping out of flasks or whatever, but we're all just getting juiced.
Such a rebel.
Just so rebel, dude. Just an absolute fucking just trill out here
You ever look back at yourself and think like, God, I was such a little piece of shit?
all the time, dude.
I
All
do
the
it
time.
so much. But go on.
Yeah, so we're just getting underage juiced in this suite at the fucking concert.
He was
And it
totally
was-
of age.
It was sick. Oh, so fun. But anyway, so we got to a point where the girl who got us the tickets was schlocked. And I didn't realize how schlocked she was. But it was like me, her, and then my buddy, I don't remember who it was. Right. So she's in between me and this other friend. And I don't remember at what part of the concert we're on, but a banger of the songs came on from either two bands. Just an absolute ripper. And so she starts fucking just headbanging, dude. Just fucking get it. Next thing you know, just smokes her dome. Because there were like granite countertops.
Yeah.
Racks her dome
Oh.
on this fucking countertop of the suite. Dude, out cold. Done. Hit the counter.
How was, but how was the countertop?
Zonked. What?
The countertop. How was it? Did it survive?
Oh, it
Yeah,
survived.
okay.
Thank
no
God.
cracks.
Thank
Oh,
God.
no cracks. No chips.
That was a good installation.
Countertop totally bodied it. Yeah, whoever put it in did it right. So she went off cold for about 10, 15 seconds. And as soon as she hit, like me and my buddy she was here, and we just go, oh, just stared at each other like, oh, fuck. And she came to. So now she's unconscious or coming out of being unconscious and fucking schlocked. And we're like, oh, are you good? Are you good? We kept partying. But the next day, dude, she had a big
Goose egg.
in her head. I was like, oh my God. I've never seen somebody knock themselves out headbetting. It was not funny in the moment, but fucking hilarious after the fact.
I'm just thinking about, those little desk toys of the bird that dips in the water nonstop?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they keep,
One of those just going too hard and breaking off its head. Just,
Dude, she racked her fucking head on that counter.
Why do we live? Okay, so like there's too many coincidences. Like the whole Egan thing, both of us driver's license. We both worked for Linco, different stores, but we both work for Linco. You go to a concert where some gal beats her own head into a countertop. I go to a concert where I'm fist bumping and some gal in front of me gets punched in the back of the head by somebody. Couldn't tell who. Probably not me. Probably me.
Most definitely not.
Fucking, I'm wearing green, man. I can't see anything in front of me.
Were you LMFAO or something?
Nah.
weird?
No,
303.
fucking 303.
Oh.
LMFAO. That'd have been sick, dude.
We were supposed to go to one of those, but I said no. Back when we hung out with another one of our buddies, I was obsessed with him. He literally, there's a picture online of him showing.
Could have just been party rocking all
Party
night.
rocking, dude.
He literally was getting it was like a signing thing for LMFAO. And there's a picture of him and them going like surprised face pointing at his ass because he bet them that he has your name on his ass. And he actually has a tattoo of your name on his ass. And there's a picture of him showing his ass to a camera and LMFAO freaking out about it.
Nice, dude.
Clever bastard.
Yeah, we had some fun. That was a house that we would go and just party at because the kid had his own townhome since he was in high school because his dad was always out of town. And like he's rich as hell and fucking we would just party like a motherfucker. It was out in Woodbury. Elevator in his own fucking townhome.
Fucking Woodburyans, man. I tell you what.
Dude, it was wild. Big old projector upstairs. We play NHL on and shit. Fucking partying away, drinking.
Could you imagine an elevator in your house?
No.
What would you do if you had what would you fill your elevator with? You're definitely not only riding it yourself.
No way.
I put my gaming room in the elevator and have elevator music playing constantly.
Sounds terrible.
Nah, because I'm going to start streaming.
Also sounds terrible.
Think about it. You just go, okay, first
I don't
floor,
think I'd put an
bathroom,
elevator in my
second
house
floor,
ever.
fridge, whatever,
I mean, that is true.
That just seems like I got fuck you money move.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
100% what it is. 100%.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I'm just going to
100%.
put an elevator in here just to show you how rich I am. You poor peasant fuck.
Like that alone is worth probably like half my house.
I couldn't even imagine how,
Dude,
how
maybe
much
they
that'd
got
be.
it from like Habitat for Humanity. Maybe one of his family members is
Every single
disabled.
townhome in that area had that.
No, just him.
No, every single townhome in that area had that. Heated underground parking right below your townhome.
Where the fuck is
Dancing something. I'll have to look it up after this.
In Woodbury?
Yeah. That it's for if you go, the street that Katie and Ian used to live on.
that? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If you keep going further down that street, somewhere on the left, there's this weird metal kid statue of kids playing. That's the area.
Super weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. At one point we went out to the pool over there and fucking middle of the night, hopped the fence and we're swimming and shit. And then fucking, we just partied there as much as possible. Always.
Fucking interesting for
Yeah.
sure.
Fucking wild.
There was a chick at my school who fucking had a big catwalk and like a game room upstairs.
Dude,
This
that's
house
dope.
was fucking huge.
What?
Like you walk in and the staircase kind of like wraps up and around, and then there was a giant catwalk over to the other side of the house that was like pool table, all that shit. And then the catwalk, so you could, if you went up the stairs and turned left, you'd see the entry door, and then turn right, it's their giant dining room, and then just a ton of fucking land out the back.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude. People are rich, man.
I wish I would have
People
known
like to
you.
show people that they're rich too.
Yeah.
Wish
This
I
is
would have
what
known you
fucking
back when I
annoys
had
me.
my old house when I lived off of Keats.
You probably wouldn't have liked me, and I probably would not have liked you.
You would have loved it.
I
You
can
would've
almost
loved it, he
guarantee you
says.
I would not have enjoyed my time
I
with
would
you and your brother
I would
You would've
guarantee.
loved
But
it.
Brandon was never there. He was doing his own hood rat things.
out there
fuck,
doing
Brandon?
drugs.
Dude,
You'd be out in our
hanging
pole
out
barn with us,
rats.
either building something in the woods,
Mm-hmm.
hiking throughout the woods, just fucking around, or shooting each other with airsoft guns in the woods. Like it was just awesome. We spent the entire
Rub it
like
in, dude.
summer.
Rub it in because I'm poor and you weren't. Sick.
Dude, Dude,
Sick.
you don't
cool,
need
great.
money to go dig a hole and play in it.
You need money to buy a shovel.
You're right. See,
No.
the nice thing for me is I didn't ever have to dig a hole because for some reason our roads like drain system was so bad that like half of our backyard flooded every year.
Oh my god.
Like up to your fucking knees.
Because that's where the ducks swung
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
Oh.
It'd be
Good
up to your
God.
knees.
That's
and
what
like you guys remember at my mom's house. So it was
Yeah.
like maybe like 10 feet from the back of the garage. It would come all the way up from 70th Street all the fucking way up to there. And it would
Holy
be just
fuck.
deeper than piss.
That's what my yard is now.
Yeah. It's nice, right?
Dude, I got my own pond.
I know. We got to throw a couple of fucking pool heaters on your lawn and just see if we can heat that shit up. Dude, that'd be great.
Make my own lazy river.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Just dig out
Get
a
a
little
couple
circle trench.
turbines and up under there.
That'd be pretty sick.
You know how wild that, you know how cool that'd be in the summer? Just sort of, you float in a small circle, but you're just constantly moving, floating in my backyard.
That'd be sick.
We both could do that. I have too many trees though. I still have too many trees.
I know
just
a
have
guy.
4 of them.
Just kidding.
Do you?
Yeah. Is it
Yeah, I do.
free? And will you fill my holes back in?
Hey, I would have filled him in if I was there. That's a bouse.
Don't worry, now Ben's got this sick little car pad in his backyard of
dude.
pure wood chips and dirt.
Tell Caleb I want $150 back for my time. No, that was fucking, dude. It was probably like in the neighborhood of 40 wheelbarrow fulls
Yeah.
worth of wood chips from the trees that I had pulled down.
And you wouldn't
should've
guess with how we set it up. You would not guess
I
at
should
all.
have just brought the skid
I
over and I
know.
fucking did.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, I didn't get the skid and come over, but then you guys got all busy doing business stuff,
Yeah,
with actually working.
Working.
How dare you actually
God.
run a
I
business?
swear there's more than your trees that need to be cut. I swear to God. No, dude. My
Nah,
yard
we get
matters.
it. We 100% get it. We were
Yeah.
joking around about that. We were moving some of the sawdust and stuff and the wood chips, and we're like, yeah, way to not come back and actually be busy cutting down trees and help people after a storm. Yeah, way to go. What a nice business.
There's like 1 or 2 roots that he missed, and I was like, wow, dude.
Yeah,
Just
way
so
to go.
busy you had to leave 2 roots. Like I'm sitting there with an axe just like cutting the rest of them out.
There was one root, dude, that we didn't realize. Like, we're like, oh yeah, it's just above. We're just gonna cut it quick. It also teed straight down. So he chops both sides and we can't get it. He almost breaks his fucking shovel trying to lift it up. Like, what the fuck is happening? And finally we just dig down, like, what the fuck? And we clear it out and it's going straight down.
Yeah, it's like
Jesus.
another. So like this fucking root was like this big, and then there was another one that teed off it like this big.
Oh, fuck.
And so I cut both sides, and we're just like yanking on this thing like a bunch of assholes.
Come on the ground.
And we're like, dude, what the fuck?
you
know
probably
what I
got some mad roots under there still.
Dude,
though.
you know
but
I
they'll
do.
die. But
Yeah.
No.
because they say the roots will go out as far as like the canopy of the tree.
Yeah.
In theory. I don't know how accurate that is, but
I'm sure they go at least that far, but then who fucking knows how far down they go?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like them bitches touch the center of the earth.
It was so fucking funny though, just cutting those out and fucking just what the
Just
fuck? It
talking
won't
shit.
go. Why is it still stuck?
Dude, and I poured like that. The space where we poured all those chips is probably 15 feet long.
It's
At
literally
least.
a carport. I'm not kidding. It's literally a
It's
carport.
15 feet long, and then I have it going up some of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
So these people won't, but where the red fence is on the right side of my house,
Mhm.
in that very far back corner where like their old shed starts, their
Yep.
big shed. I put it up against that, dude, and it's probably like this fucking thick.
Holy fuck.
You'd never guess that the cinder blocks that their fucking sheds on aren't visible no more.
Yeah, like there was probably like a 3-inch difference from like where my original yard started, and then there was the cinder block
Mhm.
up 3 inches, and then their fucking shed. And
Holy fuck.
that's up over there. Because at
Because
first I was like, I don't want to fuck these guys and like hold a bunch of moisture against their siding and rot it out. And then I was like, actually, fuck these people. And I was just like, no, we're just putting it here. So you just start spreading it around, dude. Oh, it's fucking great. It's going to be the best soil in the entire yard.
Dude, it's gonna be so fertilized. All the dead wood and actually turn soil and
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
fucking. It's gonna sit there and grow. What if it was just a giant like moss patch? Like
That'd
you,
be fine too.
you know those ones that you see online where people like will fall into it and it's like a pillow pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be so dope.
I
That'd be
wish
cool.
my yard was moss, to be honest with
You
you.
don't have to cut it.
Wouldn't have to cut it.
It'd stay wet
Always
though.
green.
That'd be the only problem. Because it holds moisture
stay
very
wet.
well, but like it doesn't like eat it. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't just make it
Doesn't
disappear.
utilize it really.
So it'd be worrisome with your foundation. Would be the only thing I'd imagine.
Yeah, I mean that house can get fucked.
But if you did like a rock bed around it or something, like around the house,
now we're talking.
moss out the rest.
Why aren't you a landscape engineer?
Why am I not?
You guys need a landscape engineer?
Landscape
Because I don't got the
engineer.
credentials. I have the ideas.
I mean, that's basically all you need. That's basically the
Engineering,
credentials.
Yeah, there you go.
But like, don't you need like a paper saying I did all this
Excuse
schooling
me?
and spent a lot of money, so now I'm gonna pay back the rest of my life
Give
by
me a
working for
Sharpie
you?
and a highlighter. I got you, bud.
Just do the Ron Swanson. Do you have a permit? Yeah. Here's your permit. I do what I want.
I do what I want.
Just writes it in crayon.
Oh, it's fucking amazing. I wish that's how it worked. I mean, that's basically what Elon Musk does, but
Yeah. But he's got the money and the knowledge and the power to do whatever the fuck he wants.
and the Asperger's.
Yeah.
The
People are always
Asperger.
upset about like the way he talks. So, like he said this and he said that. The man is not socially okay. Like he's a very socially awkward person. He's
Yeah, I mean, he straight up said it on
Yeah.
SNL.
yeah.
So I mean, dude, that guy's fucking balling out of control.
He's too smart.
V jealous.
It's like the smarter you are, sometimes the more socially awkward you are. Like it's
Oh,
like it's a
100%.
trade-off.
yeah, you're
more
very
Outgoing
introverted.
people are usually like you see it in media and stuff like the jocks or the models back for that 70s show, those types of days where it's like dumb but pretty.
Mhm.
And they're always outgoing. And then you have the smart but, you know,
I mean, in my opinion, depending on what career path you choose, being introverted just fucks you in the ass 9 times out of 10.
Mhm.
Like unless you're going to be somebody who sells shit, being extrovert is like that's the only time it works.
yeah, unless it's a job where you have to be personable.
Yeah.
If you have a job, you're very like with people, talking with people. Being an extrovert is incredible because you're not as nervous public speaking. You're not as nervous around people.
Just getting to know multiple people at
Way more
once.
comfortable.
Yeah.
And then more introvert is more of like, jobs where you're, focused so hard on the job, you're not seeing people. People usually will thrive better in those situations.
Mm-hmm. But if you're an extrovert in a job that doesn't require you to be meeting all those people, I feel like that hinders you because you're going to look for that outside. And then that's when a lot of people are like, oh, I'm just going to party and like do all this other crazy shit, but not work on like
Yeah.
their work
Well, it's
to
like,
make them anything.
like what we were talking about earlier, Dalton, like you're a very social person. Working by yourself will drive you insane. Working with a fun group, you fucking,
Oh, I can't work
thrive.
by myself. I can't do it.
yeah.
I tried it for a while. Not for me.
Gave her the old college try.
Give her the old college try.
That's why I like
and
my
wanted
job.
to put a gun in my mouth.
Because I get my, like right now, I'm doing a lot of solo work. Maybe one other person, like right now I have one other person with me
Mm-hmm.
and I don't even see him. I see him once a day, twice a day when we show up and when we leave.
Yep.
So it's like,
I thoroughly enjoy having at least one other person.
it's nice so you can rely on somebody, but also
I just like to talk shit while I'm doing some boring stuff.
I found
Oh,
out
yeah.
the more I talk while I work, the less work I actually do.
Oh,
I
see,
have to
I'm the
really work
opposite.
on that.
I'm the opposite. Like I can
Yeah, I
crush
can.
shit.
Yeah, I can.
But
keep
I
going.
need to be able to talk shit or complain about somebody leaving 17 fucking screws in one spot, and I got to take them all out.
See, all I do is I take the one Snapchat showing you guys how fucked up it is, and then that's it. Like, guys go, all right, time to fix it.
Time to fix it.
Because to me, it's just humorous. It's humorous that people can't do their job correctly. And sometimes the hindrance is ramrod construction where,
Oh yeah,
they don't have a choice. They have to get it done, and that's it.
yeah.
Otherwise, you'll be sitting, or there's a lot of people that they get threatened. Like, for instance, I was talking with some tapers and mutters, and a lot of the new people get told, don't even think about striking. Make sure you work no matter what happens, even if you have to lose your pay and stuff. Because as soon as you're seen as someone that doesn't want to do that, you're going to be sitting, you never work again. Like they threaten you pretty much when you come in
That's so fucked.
because they want to scare you into always working. So, but like at the same time, so you're just sitting there going, oh, I have to get it done. Good enough, good enough, good enough. And then the finished people get screwed.
Get fucked in the ass, dude.
Mm.
I made the best out of the worst case scenario, but like I did trim at a place, and they didn't want to redo all the trim, but the only trim that we could get our hands on was a 1/4 inch taller than the trim. So like, and somebody had already put a quarter round down,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't extend it. So like the old crappy base that they had was like this tall.
So about like 5 inches.
And it was set up like a half inch above the flooring. And it had like this weird little like cove to it that kind of came out. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on with this? And
Like a sanitary cove, like the convex ones that go inwards a little bit and stuff, so that everything smooths out
half
and comes
inch
out.
off the floor seems crazy.
But it was up off the floor, and I have no idea why, because like we redid the flooring in there, and the flooring was never that.
How high
thick.
up was it off the floor?
Dude, it's like a half inch off the floor.
That's insane.
And I looked at it and I was like, dude, are we going to do anything about this? He's like, let them, they'll let us know if they want to switch it. Well, they walked it. Obviously, they wanted to switch it. So I had to do all these like miter returns, which I haven't done since Brothers. And I was like, how the fuck am I going to make this work? So it's like, I've got this 2 3/4 piece, and the original base that wasn't the thick shit that I put on was 2 1/4 or 2 1/2. So it was a 1/4 inch taller. So like I have a small piece that butts up like this, and then I had to 45 it and then 45 another small piece so that I had a return so that it wasn't just cut.
Fucking.
And I had to do that everywhere. Even had to do that on the quarter round.
I'd have been so
I'm like
irritated.
super glue. Like I feel like a fucking watchmaker.
Yeah.
Trying to get all these little pieces to fucking line up, and I'm like using super glue and shit, and like fucking trying to like miter clamp the shit out of this thing. I'm like, base is one of the cheaper things you can replace. Replace it all.
Just replace
Why am
it
I
all.
doing this? It looks stupid. It's like depending on where you are in the unit, you look at it and it's like it just fucking hard cuts up. And I'm like,
Sweet.
I can't do much else with this.
Dude, so speaking of small, tedious bullshit, there was 2 jobs. The first one, both reasonings are the same, but we were very low on tile, and it would be a couple months because it's custom tile to get more in. And this tile likes to chip. So instead of, doing the right thing, which is replacing the full tile, we couldn't do that. Otherwise we'd be able to finish the job. I spent an entire day mixing paint pens
God.
to get the perfect color to match the tile.
Dude, you're some sort of
no.
artiste.
There's things like that we have to do, like on one of the jobs.
Why can't they give you like epoxy? The pigmented
it's
epoxy.
Way too much money and way too much time. We have to get it done then and there.
Damn.
And the more, if the job soup finds out, we're just going to get ripped a new one. So it had to be done before we left, type of thing, Like, for instance, on a lot of glazed tiles, if they get scratched, like if someone misses with the grinder or scores it extra or something, we try to find nail polish that matches the color. Coat it right over. You'll never, certain things with like little cheats like that. Like there's one thing I did once, found some super glue. Those little sliver pieces I've been cutting and sending you guys? That doesn't work on a lot of tiles. Very rare does that happen. That's why I get so fucking jacked about it. But those have to be done sometimes. And we had one and that kept breaking. Just right in half right when you do it. So I got really sick of it. A little bit of super glue. Right in the edge of the broken part. Shoved it back on. And if you put something back on perfectly, you could barely see the crack. Got it just like that. Let it harden overnight. Lightly put it on there. Beautiful. Wouldn't see a thing. Same color grout. So the grout, when it goes over, because you'll see that line if it's a darker grout or something like that. It was all white on white. Perfectly over it. Never saw a thing. Electrician comes in, puts the plate on, it breaks.
No way.
Punchless, they're paying for it.
Nice, dude. Love that.
Little T&M for the company. But yeah, there's like little tricks you can do. Like it doesn't always break. Like for instance, those ones I've been sending you, there's a chance they'll break. They're loaded up with fucking adhesive behind them to keep them locked in and make sure they don't. But like there's still a chance if someone's a little too hard on it, it's going to break.
Yeah.
And usually the outlet cover will still cover it. But that's usually where it happens is on outlets because you do your layout trying to get as little amounts of those as possible. And if there's a space you want them, it's on the outlets because there's these plates that cover them.
Right.
So you have to take what you can get.
That is construction.
Dude.
I'm glad I'm not in construction anymore.
Well, I mean, you are.
Well,
Deconstruction
of trees.
Well, aren't you guys thinking about doing some like construction stuff like landscaping now? Do a little plug for your company.
He's talked about it. He's talked about doing like
minimal
like concrete stuff. I think more so like removal of concrete and getting rid of concrete, and then
well, the
using
skids you guys can do grade.
level things out and grading. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You're going to say it. Nice.
And then he talked about landscaping. To what degree, I don't know, but
Come grade my fucking yard, bro.
Yeah, yo, Sam.
He talked about grading yours because you brought it up to him before.
Oh yeah, that's something I definitely want to check out. But that's something that you're gonna need to pull probably permits for and fucking do.
811 dig.
I was gonna say you need to do the call for
811
sure.
dig.
I mean, with that much work going on, I think pretty much, and this is not legally a thing, but when you do work on your house, if it's a long time and visible from the road, you probably want to pull a permit because if someone complains and someone just drives by and then see a permit in your window.
We've got a bunch of Karens out.
Yes. Luckily, I think my
in the
neighborhood's pretty good.
2021s. Yeah. But yeah, no, you're right. I think.
I need to find somebody who knows how to do decks. Do we have any deck people?
I think I know a couple.
Yeah, but I don't want to get raked over the coals.
Yeah, I don't know how much this guy charges.
It's a small deck.
Used to play hockey with him.
And by small, I mean it's about 6 by 15.
I was called Vogie. He did his own.
Yeah. Dude, I'm just not like...
Brady did his own.
I'm comfortable doing the boards, all that shit. Dude, I'm not comfortable like putting the ledger, like securing that to my house.
We just bring Steve down. He'll yell at us and tell us what to do and laugh at us.
You're true.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, Dalton's dad is a 50 of all trades. Not even a jack. The guy knows everything about everything.
Yeah.
Michael can do that shit too.
He's a different type of dude.
Yeah, he's a different breed.
That was lost after that generation. That was completely lost.
100%.
Like, I know there's people out there that can do very similar. Like, for instance, you guys, my buddy Kurt, people like that are pretty good, very good with their hands, mechanically stuff. But nothing compares to that older generation where they knew everything.
Oh, fucking everything.
Like,
because most of them that's like what they were just able to bounce around those jobs. And there were a lot of those construction companies where everybody does everything.
Yep.
And you learn it.
Or they were just, literally, this is broken. Well, time to figure out how to fix it. I mean, my stepdad had books for vehicles he never even owned. Like, he's had probably like 50 different vehicle books, and he'd just be going through them. If anything ever broke, he'd try to fix it. Like, it's just like, well, time to learn how to do this, I guess, because this popped up, and this is very similar to this, so maybe this will work.
I do love our generation, like this age, I should say, not generation, but like this age of technology where I don't have to read. I can listen.
Yeah.
Because like, dude,
just watch a little video or something.
Fucking hate reading.
So
well, and the way they word things can be so
dry,
fucking confusing in general.
Yeah.
Like, you need to do this and that. Well, what if this is different? It's black and white when it comes to those books. There's no gray areas, which you're like, oh, so I need to switch out this lug nut with, wait, what? Like, but this is underneath and this is supposed to stay over. And then you twist one thing and next thing you know, your car's on fire.
And then you just let it burn, baby.
That's true. That is true.
Shit's wild. Like, for instance, your fucking old vehicle you had like a Coke bottle that did something, like, was part of it.
It was man, how big was that? It was like a liter of 175 a liter of Colt 45.
That's what it was.
And it was my coolant reservoir. That shit was gangster.
Yeah. Like, and that's how cars, I mean, I heard it on a different podcast before, but like, people complain about, oh, these kids can't even change their own tire. It's like, you do realize how different cars are now compared to back in the day when you could open the hood and see everything. Mm-hmm. And now you open the hood and you see too much.
Yeah.
Or it's all covered.
Yep.
Like, you have no idea what's going on. All the electrical and shit like that. Back in the day, you pop the hood. It's like, oh, obviously there's your issue. There's literally a squirrel right there.
Yeah. Like, the only electrical those old cars had was a fucking distributor cap.
Yeah.
And a battery.
You put me back in those days, I could figure out how to fix a car, no problem. You put me in nowadays, it's like, no, there's a reason why you have to go to like MIT to fucking fix a BMW.
Yeah. I love how generational talk people like that, like, fucking idiots, kids can't do fucking any of this shit. What is the point? One, what are you gaining from just dog dick and shit on somebody?
Send an email, Grandpa.
Like, how about you fucking get your crumply ass over here and show this person how to change a tire then? Maybe they don't got anybody to teach them.
The same guy that's telling you to go on the online to send the emails.
Comes home from work every day and cracks a fucking Budweiser and fucking eats nachos.
Hits the Facebook.
Hits the Facebook.
The Faces book.
Yep.
Facebooks. The interwebs.
We're at we're on time. We're at time.
We're at time? Oh, shit. Well, first and foremost, thank you for stopping by. Come back again. This has been the Competent Idiots, giving you an outro. Don't know how this is going. Don't know where it's going, but follow us on stuff and do stuff about it. Love you guys.
And happy Halloween, I guess.
Happy Hanukkah.
Smooches.
Don't get drugged out candy. If you do, just drop it off at Dalton's house. Sweet.